Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is the third Tuesday of this month. And of course, you're in the chat box with me. Tonight is going to be a little bit different. I'm a little bit later than normal, but I want you to come in. I want you to let me know that you are here because I believe that we're going to have a good time on tonight. And so, yes, it's Tuesday. It is about 9:15, almost 9:15. And so I wanted to come on and I have just a quick word of encouragement for the listeners. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, I'm gonna put it on my phone so I can see who it is that is on here with me on tonight. And so I am hoping that I'm able to see what it looks like. Let's see. And so it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is the third Tuesday of this month. And so I wanted to come on. I wanted to encourage the many people that will come on and watch. I wanted to encourage you on tonight. I wanted to share some updated information as well. I am Jabrina Speaks, and I am the host on tonight. And so, every third Tuesday of the month, I have a podcast called Chat Box. And so, hello, hello, hello. It's in the chat box. And so, I am excited about what God is doing in the chat box. Tonight, I don't have any guests, it's just me and you. But if you are interested in joining in with me being on this platform, I know next month we're going to be talking about grief. And so we know that everybody have a different grief process. So I want to bring that on the platform in the chat box. Also, the following month, I believe I want to talk to moms. I want to talk to mothers. I want to talk to mothers, speaking the truth about motherhood. And so I'll be reaching out to a few. But if you're a mom that wants to come on, and I want some real, relatable, and raw conversations. And so next month we're going to talk about grief, and then the following month we're going to talk to mothers, speaking the truth about motherhood, because I'm sure we can all use some tips and some transparency, and just to let mothers know that they're not alone. And so on tonight, I want to share a brief message with you that God had given me. He gave it to me last week. And what happened was I actually presented it back at an event I did on Friday. And so when you have an assignment on your life, when you have to complete your assignment, I still had to get on tonight. So just FYI, I still had to get on tonight because my assignment is great and I have to be obedient to my assignment. Somebody will catch that later, but the assignment is great. And so you have to be obedient to your assignment. And so just because things may be a little different. Hey, Brittany, now I can see a few of y'all on there. Hey, Sharina. Hey, Sophia. And so I wanted to come on. I wanted to share this quick message because tonight's message is you were chosen for the assignment. You were chosen for the assignment. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Prophetess Marie. You were chosen for the assignment. And so, Marie, as I began to think about the assignment that you had given me, and my word was assignment, God reminded me that no matter what goes on, we have to complete the assignment, that no matter what happens, we have an assignment that we need to complete. And so we know that this is International Women's Month. And so this message is to my sisters, to the women that are in this group that follow me. Men could relate to it, but this message is truly for you. And so I want you on tonight to know that you were chosen for the assignment. And so as I prepared this message on last week, I delivered it last Friday at a Muffins for Mom event. And so on tonight, God will allow me to present it and release it to you, because I believe that there is somebody that needs to be reminded that you were chosen for the assignment. And though you may get weary in doing well, though you may not understand all of what's going on with the assignment, I want you to know that you were still chosen for this assignment. And so before I start, again, I thank you for coming in. I thank you for being here with me on this third Tuesday night. Again, I'm on live, every third Tuesday in the chat box. But tonight is a little bit different. It's actually a little bit later. So normally it's every third Tuesday at exactly 7:30 p.m. But tonight I wanted to come and relax. Then I was kind of wondering and pondering if I was going to even go live. And God said, no, you have to complete the assignment that I have on your life. And so tonight, the title of my message is You Were Chosen for the Assignment. You were chosen for the assignment. You were chosen for the assignment. And so many of us have different assignments in life. But tonight, I want to remind a woman, a sister, a aunt, a grandmother, a godmother, a stepmother, that you were chosen for the assignment. But before I start, I want to know who got their tickets to the tea party that's coming up April 13th. If you have not gotten your tickets to the second annual Let Me Pour Into You tea party, you need to get your ticket. We only have 23 tickets left. And so last year, it was such an incredible experience. God really came in and did what he needed to do. And so as we leave out of the first quarter of the year, then we must be ready for the second quarter of the year. So we know we're about to enter into the second quarter of the year. That is April, May, June. And so we want to make sure that we're ready for what God is going to do. So get your tickets to the tea party. It is April 13th. It is a night edition tea party. And so I want you to come. I want you to grab your girls. I want you to grab your a tea party ready attire, because we're going to have a good time. So I want to throw that out there, because a lot of people wait until the last minute and they ask me, can I get a ticket? And the answer, unfortunately, is going to have to be no, because when we sell out, we sell out. And so if you haven't gotten your ticket to this year's tea party, the second annual Let Me Pour Into You, I would advise you to get it. Of course, you guys know I come with all type of surprises, but I want to make sure that you get your ticket to that tea party. So I want to get that out there first. But tonight's message is titled That You Were Chosen for the Assignment. And so as I prepared this message on last week, I delivered it on Friday, last Friday. I delivered on last Friday. God began to download in me why you need to understand why you were chosen for the assignment. And so I want you to repeat after me. I want you to repeat after me. You can write it in the chat box as well, but I want you to repeat after me, because sometimes we forget who we are as women, who we are as an individual. And so tonight we're going to affirm some things in our lives. Again, it is International Women's Month. And so this message is to my sisters on tonight. It's to my sisters on tonight. So I am enough. If I can get somebody to write that in the chat box, I am enough. I want you to take a moment and say that out loud. I am enough. I am enough. The next thing I want you to say is, I am happy. I know today might not have been the best day of your life, but it's still a day that God has kept you all day long. So say, I am happy. I am happy. The next thing I want you to say to yourself, or you write it in the chat box, is I am strong. Even if you are feeling weak at this moment, because I want you to understand that your words have power. Your words have power. So even if you are in a place of feeling weak on today, I want you to say it out of your mouth. I am strong. And I want you to say it with authority. I want you to say it knowing that if you begin to say it out of your mouth, that your strength will come back. So say it with me. I am strong. And so the last thing I want you to remind yourself on tonight is that I am a woman pushing forward. I am a woman pushing forward. I am a woman pushing forward. I am a woman pushing forward, because a lot of times we get stuck and stagnated. And so I want to remind you, hey Denise, how are you? I want to remind you, I want you to say this with me. I am a woman pushing forward. I am a woman pushing forward, because again, we know that our words have power. So the first four things, that we've said is, I am enough, I am happy, I am strong, and I am a woman pushing forward. I am a woman pushing forward. And so only you know what you've been through. Only you know what you're going through. Only you know where you are in your life on today. And so even if you are in your home, if you're driving in the car, if wherever you are, I want you to begin to give yourself just a small clap. Because again, we don't cheer ourselves on as much as we should. And so I just want you to give yourself a small clap. You can clap loud if you need to, because tonight we're going to affirm why we were chosen for this assignment. And so only you know what being a woman, a mother, a sister, a friend, a boss, an aunt, a grandmother, a stepmother, or a co-worker is. Only you know that. Only you know that. And only you know that it is not always the easiest. But tonight I am here to remind you that you were handpicked for the job. That you were handpicked for the job. That you were handpicked for the job. I need somebody to say, I was handpicked for the job. And so as I begin to see the comments coming in, and some names I can read and some names I can't, I know that these are women that have resilience, that you are a woman that has hope, that you are a woman that has strength. And even though I know that every day is not easy for you, but today I want to remind you that you have to keep going because it's worth it. You were chosen for this assignment. You were chosen for this assignment. And so out of all the titles that I mentioned, that let me know that you have an assignment on your life, that you have an assignment on your life, that you were handpicked to see after someone that calls you mom, that calls you aunt, that calls you grandmother, that calls you stepmother, that calls you godmother, that calls you boss lady, and someone that even may call you friend. You were chosen for the job. This job did not come with instructions. It did not come with a script. It did not come with a manual, but you find a way every day to keep going and not give up. Tonight, I'm only here to remind you that you were chosen for the assignment, because every assignment in our lives does not have a script or a manual that will help us out, that will show us which way to go. But if you understand that you have been chosen for the assignment, then you have to understand that the assignment has to be completed. And so this assignment was given to some people, to some women that prayed for, that was prayed by some, was confused by others, and even saddened by a few. But on tonight, ladies, I'm here to remind me that this assignment is yours. That many are called, but few are chosen. And so when you understand that this assignment belongs to you, that you will not throw in the towel in this season of your life, but you understand that you were chosen for the assignment. And so this assignment comes with many levels. And so I'm hoping by now you understand what I mean by the assignment, because some of your assignments are your children. Some of your assignments are your family. Some of your assignments are your coworkers at work. Some of your assignments, most of your assignments, all of your assignments are you first. And so they come with different levels in life. And so some come with happy days. Some come with sad days. Some come with confused days. Some come with stressful days. Some come with lost days. Some come with loving days. Some come with, I'm sure I'm done days. How many of you have had some, you know what, I'm done. I am done days. And so if you've been there, I still want to remind you that you cannot throw in the towel in this season of your life. Tonight, I'm only here to remind you that you were chosen for the assignment, that you were chosen for the title God has given you. And so I am only here to to speak life over your situation, over what's trying to hinder you and hold you down. Because as God began to download in me this message to deliver to the moms at the event on last Friday, he began to show me why it's so important to remind not just me, but every woman that I am connected with, some way, somehow, that you were chosen for the assignment. Whether you prayed for it, whether it confused you, whether it made you mad that you were picked for it. But tonight, I'm only here to remind you that you were chosen for the assignment, even in your I'm done days. And so I want you to know that your assignment shows you. Your assignment shows you who you really are. What do I mean? It shows you who you are, and it shows you who you can become. Again, these are not assignments that we said, everybody didn't say, pick me for it. But if we understand that many are called, but few are chosen, then you understand why your assignment is so important. And so I'm going to talk about the 3 things that it shows you. When you have an assignment, again, your assignments are different. Your assignments come from different walks of life. And the assignment brings many things, but these are the three things that I am going to address on tonight. It talks about leadership, it talks about love, and it talks about discipline. It talks about leadership, it talks about love, and it talks about discipline. Now, don't get me wrong. Your assignment brings a lot of things, but these are the 3 things God had me to discuss with the ladies on last week. And so the first one is leadership. And we know being a leader is not always the easiest thing. And so we have to understand that we are a leader no matter what. When we were chosen for the assignment, it brought about leadership. And so you may feel that you don't hold a position as a leader. But when you were chosen for the assignment, leadership fell on you. Leadership makes you look yourself in the mirror. Leadership makes you apologize. Leadership makes you go and find who you are so you can lead the correct way. Because leadership puts you in a place where people are watching. And so many years ago, parents would say, do as I say, and what y'all, not as I do. But how do we expect our children, our own personal community, our families, and our assignments to be great leaders if we do not show them greatness? If we do not show them who we are? If we do not show them what we stand on? If we do not show them, then how do we expect our children, our families, our people, our community to walk in leadership when we don't show leadership skills? And so someone may be saying on tonight, someone may just say, I can't show them greatness because no one showed me. But tonight it's your wake-up call. I'm only here to remind you that greatness still lives in you. And so it does not matter what happened. It does not matter what your past was, as you can say was, but it's where God is taking you in the accountability that he has on your life. He is showing you that you were chosen. So you have to change some things because you have people watching you and making sure that you are the leader that you say you are. And so we must lead by example. So our assignment will follow the instructions. And so for the parents, you have to lead by example because your children are your assignment that God is giving you. And so you have to make sure that you lead them in a way. You can't say, do as I say and not as I do. And you're not doing anything positive and expect positivity to come out of them. And so on tonight, I'm here to let you know we must demonstrate our leadership skills as often as we can because there is somebody, somewhere watching you, watching me, watching us. So we have to make sure that we're leading by example. And so, of course, we want to lead in love. You can't lead and be nasty. I just don't understand. You cannot lead and be nasty. Who are you leading? Because if you're leading and being nasty, then you only bring it on nasty people. And so you have to lead in love. You have to lead in love, which brings me to my second word. You have to lead in love. These assignments that we have as women, as mothers, it makes you show love and experience love in multiple ways. It makes you, as a woman, as a mother, as a woman, it makes you show love in multiple experiences and ways. It causes you to look in the mirror one day and it causes you to love yourself. Because how do we expect to love anybody else when we treat ourselves so nasty? We have to love ourselves so we can love somebody else. You see, it makes you love in spite of. It makes you love. It makes you love. It makes you love unconditionally. It makes you love. Having the assignment makes you love. And so when you know that you've been chosen instead of just being called, you love your enemies like you love yourself. And so you want to make sure that you love. If you haven't told yourself this in a while, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to remind yourself that I love you. I love you. I love you. Because a lot of times we forget to love ourselves because we're so busy loving other people. And not that that is a really bad thing, but it's bad enough. If you don't love you, how you gonna love them? If you're no good for you, how are you gonna love them? If you talk nasty and be nasty to yourself, how are you loving somebody else? Because first you got to love you first so you can love somebody else. First, you got to love you first so you're able to show unconditional love. I got to love Jabrina first so then I know how to love my sisters and my brothers. I got to love me. And so we want to make sure that we are loving ourselves so we can probably love while we're leading. So we can love while we're leading. And so remember, if you're no good to you, you're no good for anybody else. You are absolutely no good for anybody else. Be sure to tell someone you love them as often as you possibly can. Remind them because you don't know what weight someone is carrying. And your simple words to let them know that you love them may talk them right off the edge, may remind them of who they've been called to be. You simply saying, you know what, sis, I love you. You know what, bro, and mean it. Don't just tell people you love them and don't really love them, okay? Because we unfortunately we use this word like a cliche and it's out of control. If I tell you that I love you, believe me, I love you to the very end. I don't care nothing about nothing else. I love you. And so when we understand that, we have to understand that we have to not just say I love you, but we also have to show it with our actions. I can't say I love you and be nasty to you. You can't say you love people and you're a good leader and be nasty to them. You cannot do that. And so you want to move in love. You want to move in leadership and you want to move in love. You want to move in leadership. You want to move in love. You want to make sure that your words align with your actions. You want to give them positive feedback, but you also want to show them positive feedback. I love you too, Sophia. You want to show them positive feedback. Your actions got to line up with your words, because sometimes people say one thing and their actions are totally different. And so we want to make sure on tonight that you're reminded that you were chosen for the assignment, so they have to mirror each other. This last thing I'm going to talk about is discipline on tonight. I ain't going to hold y'all long, but it was in me to come share this message with someone. And so I pray that you're getting something out of this message, because again, I was pondering and wondering if I was going to even come on here and do this, but I had to be obedient because I'm accountable for when I'm saying I'm going to be on live. And so I have to come on live. And so the last one is discipline. The last one is discipline. I love you too. The last one is discipline. The last one is discipline. And so on tonight, I want to remind you that it is okay to say no. It is okay. Absolutely no. 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 It is okay to tell the ones you love no. Nope. Nada. Ain't happening. No. No, 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 no. I want to say something else, but no. I'm going to keep it like that. But no, absolutely not. And so it makes you tell the ones you love no. It makes you punish your children for not doing the right thing, and that's okay. Remember, we're talking about discipline. It makes you punish your children. Right. Actually, I couldn't say it, but you're right. But listen, it makes you tell your children no. It makes you tell them no. You want to know why telling them no is important? Can I just share a little bit? I'm gonna get back on this, because I sit in court every day with our juveniles that have been arrested, that have not been told no enough. And so they think that no is foreign. I don't know. I don't even know if they know the word no. But you have to tell the ones you love, especially your children, no. When you get that and that feeling about not allowing them to go somewhere or be places, you tell them no, because God has given them, they are your assignment. So you cannot let them run rapid and all over the place and then want to be mad because you are not leading by example. And so you must tell them no with no explanation. It's up to you how you want to do it. But you can say no, not just for your children, but people that you're connected with, because people will drain you. Yvette, you work in the system too. You know what we see every day, all day. And I be looking at some of the parents and I'm like, wait a second. So have you ever told them no? Do they even know what no means? Do they even know boundaries and rules? But then I listen to the way the parents talk, and that lets me know that there is no leadership in the house. That lets me know that the assignment God has given them, that they are not completing it because they are allowing the assignment to run the house. And so it's okay to tell them no. The spirit man will give you the insight, absolutely, to say no. And not just to your children, but to situations that we have to be okay with saying no. No. And believe me, no probably hurt more to you than it is to the person that you say no to, especially when you're a giver like me. And when you are a true giver, when you give yourself, and then you have to say no. But you got to say no to some things. You can't be a yes girl and man every time, because people will take full advantage of your yes. And then when you say no, you're the bad person. Absolutely not. In this season, no, I cannot do this. I will not do this. And if you got to say it to yourself 10 times before you say it to them, do whatever you got to do. But the answer is no. It makes you take some of their precious items. Again, talking about the children, talking about your assignments, talking about the people you're connected with. It's okay. You know what, son? You know what, daughter? I need to take this because this has more of your attention than I do. And so we have to make sure that we say no in this season, because your no may save their life. Your no may save their life. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Your no may save their life. Your no may save their life. I want somebody to catch that. Your no may save their life. Your no to them may save their life. Your no, your no, because they have gotten so many yeses that they forget to know what no is. No. And so when they understand that, your no may save their life. Your no may save their life. Say no. Say no. Say no. They will appreciate it. Say no. And not again, not just your children, but for you, for individuals that are connected with you. Sometimes the no may save their life. And the reason I'm saying that is because we will make people comfortable with our yes. They will forget. We will make people complacent with our yes to them. We will make people stop working towards their goal with our yes. If you tell them no, then they got to get up and they got to go out and go get it. So with that being said, I'm talking about from an adult standpoint, not your children, because we don't want them going out doing the wrong thing. Exactly, that being so accessible. Say no. Say no. Absolutely. Stand in that child's place, Denise. I already know. Say no. Say no. Say no. Say no. And so discipline does not just teach them. Discipline does not teach the person that you said no to. But can I tell y'all something? It also teaches you. It teaches you that tough love is okay. It teaches you how to say no, but it teaches you that tough love is okay. Because let's just be honest, the world that we live in is tougher than I know. The world that we live in is tougher than I know. So we need to make sure that we are telling them no, absolute no, can't do it, because we want to make sure that we are teaching individuals. And you know what else? Okay, God, I hear you. Sometimes our yes override what God is trying to do to them if you told them no. And so we have to understand, if God ain't told us to give a yes, we got to say no, because we will override what God is trying to show them, what God is. And I'm, again, speaking from an adult standpoint, we will try to override what it is. And then now we're upset because now we are drained with our yes. Who gave the yes? We did. We gave the yes. God did not give the yes. How do you say no without feeling bad about the no you give people? You ask God for strength, honey, because you better tell them no, because you're going to be drained a lot of days and a lot of nights giving a lot of people yes, because God may be trying to show them in this season that they're in. They need to lean and depend on him, not you. If God did not tell you to give them that yes, then guess what? No. And if you can't say it, ask God to give you strength. Find another way to say it. Send it in Spanish for all I care. But you cannot be in a place, because you will end up reaping and it ain't a benefit, the whooping in a sense, for giving them a yes when God is trying to show them. When God is trying to show them. God is trying to show them what to do, and you answering the yes. Absolutely not. You know what? I know C is yes in Spanish. Somebody tell me what no is. But anyway, but listen, Melissa, you have to, because I would never forget. I would never forget. A friend of mine ended up, I believe they were Baker actors. So I can't even remember. They were Baker act at the time, and because they wanted to commit suicide, and they came to my house, and God really used me to help them. And it was a few years ago. And I would never forget, I was asking my mom to go and pray with them or do something. And she said, Jabrina, I'm praying from a distance, but God has not released me to go and do what I needed to do. And so we have to understand in this assignment that we have been chosen for, that we have to make sure that we are not trying to override God with our own yes when he's already told us to say no. Because guess what? What's going to happen? When you say yes, now you said yes to money, you ain't getting it back. You said yes to doing certain things, the time ain't coming back. You said yes, and God said no. That's why you're drained. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're mad. Believe me, I know I've said yes to things that I know I should have said no to. And now I am reaping that yes, because I should have said no. So you have to understand that your no has to be no, and your yes has to be yes. But if God told you no, don't you dare override what God has already told you. He told you no, and you said yes. So when you get the repercussion of the yes, then take it and say, God, strengthen my no, because I need to understand that no means no and yes means yes. And y'all, that ain't even on my notes. So I know they got to be coming from the Lord. Holy Spirit, I thank you, because no is no and yes is yes. And so discipline allows them to see that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. Discipline teaches structure. It teaches structure. It teaches structure. It, again, remember, the discipline is not just for them, but it's for you too. You might have to say no from not buying something to listen to somebody. No. It's not that I don't have it. I just can't give it in this season. Because I ain't going to tell you I'm broke, because I don't want to speak brokenness over my life, because I know my words have power. So I can't say, well, I'm broke because I don't want to give you no money. I'm going to just say, no, I can't do it right now. No, I can't do it, because I ain't claiming broke so I can pretend that you won't have no money so you won't ask me for none, because then that's me speaking brokenness over my life. But I will tell you, you can't get it. And so we have to understand that discipline teaches us structure. It teaches us the foundation. And so discipline is married to the two words that I gave in the beginning. And that was leadership and that was love. That was leadership and that was love. They're married. Their discipline is married to, they're together. They intertwine. It's funny because it's three of them. And I would say, it's a situationship, but it ain't. It's a relationship that God would have. But that's what it is. And so on tonight, I hope that I have encouraged you to understand why your assignment, why you were chosen for the assignment. Being chosen is not for the weak, but I promise you, the trials and the tribulations that you go through, being the chosen one, is only molding you to where God is taking you. I am a living witness to that. I remember, like, you don't realize, I think Mona Lisa said it last night on Pastor Denson Marie live. Like, she didn't know she was chosen until she figured out she was chosen. Like, you trying to figure out why I'm going through all of these things, but that's because you're the chosen one. You have been chosen for the assignment. You were chosen to be the mom, the aunt, the grandmother, the godmother, the stepmother, the whatever it is. You were chosen to be the friend. You were chosen to be who God has called you to be. But you have to understand, with that assignment, it comes with different levels. It comes with different things. It comes with tears. It comes with trying to figure out what's going on. But if you trust God in this season, in the next season, and the seasons after that, I promise you, it will all marry and it will make sense. And so I want you to understand that you were chosen for the assignment. It's not always an easy assignment. It's not always happy. It's not always clear. It's not always understanding. But if you continue to trust God, you will know why Romans 8 and 28 is so important. That all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, that is called according to his purpose. And so, because you have purpose in your life, you were chosen for the assignment. You were chosen for the assignment. You were chosen for the assignment. Again, most of us then raise our hand and say, pick me for the assignment. But when God created you, he created you with the purpose and the plan. He already knew what was getting ready to take place. And so I want you to know that those bathroom moments you have, they're okay. They're a part of the assignment. Those bathroom moments you have, they are okay. They are a part of the assignment. Those quiet out showers. Have y'all ever got in y'all shower and cried like a full baby? Like I don't want to do the ugly cry on live. But you ever got in the, like you had those cry moments? You had those moments where you're pleading with God, where you're trying to figure out, God, what is going on? God, why me? And he says, why not you? I created you for such a time as this. I created you for the assignment. I want you to know that it's okay. That it's okay. That those quiet out moments, honey, them public tears, they are absolutely okay. Because this time I got to get myself together. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to get myself together while I'm talking to y'all because I'm about to start crying. But I want you to know that it is okay because it allows you to stay in a humble place with God. It allows you to stay in a humble place with God. It allows God to use you in spite of what's going on. It allows God to say, you know what? He and she wants more of me. So let me, you know what? Have you ever started crying and then once you get it out, you're like all of a sudden you back to normal? I promise you, I feel like tears are a cleanser. But I want you to know that those quiet out showers, they are okay. And so I also want you to know that it is okay to encourage another woman. We got to stop tearing each other down. We got to stop looking and acting like we can't give them a compliment. We got to stop. We got to stop. We got to stop. Because if anybody knows me, you know I am big on sisterhood. I believe that. I believe that no matter what, you're still my sister. No matter what. It doesn't matter which way we cross paths, how we live. It doesn't matter. I still have to be there for my sister. Because, and I believe it. I believe God would have me wired like this because we know how we feel as women. And so it is our duty to make sure that our sisters are okay. And so it is okay to check on a sister. It is okay to compliment her. Tell her she look nice. Tell her she got a nice outfit on. I told lady that I was like, oh, I like your shirt. It is okay. It ain't gonna take nothing from you from complimenting another woman. It's not. Because somebody gonna turn around and compliment you too. Only time they gonna really compliment you is your face, your face all tooted and booted. And they like, well, what the heck wrong with you? Why are you so angry? But then you'll find out why. You'll find out why. But that's why we have to encourage each other. We have to encourage our sisters. It's okay to smile at a sister. Don't be so angry. I just said your face tooted and booted. Smile at somebody because you don't understand how your smile will change their life. We absolutely we need to normalize this. It shouldn't be like it amazes me when women walking and they drop their head when you see them. Like, no, let me catch eye with you so I can be like, dang girl, you look nice. You know what I'm saying? So it is okay. It is that said it better. It is okay. Let's make this normal. When God had me create the calendar for this month, I don't know how many people are doing it. But if you go to my page, if you're in the group, you will see it. It's a calendar. God gave me that calendar 4 years ago. It is for reasons like this, so we can compliment and love on each other. It has nothing to do with me. I was just the willing servant to put it together and then put it out, and preferably that people will join in and do it. I think yesterday was treat somebody to coffee or tea or something like that. I think today is call somebody under the age of 25, because you don't know what people are carrying. And so we want to make sure that we're reaching out to our sisters. I want you to understand again that the assignment, you were chosen for the assignment. And so, because just like you, the sisters that I'm talking about, they have an assignment. They may have multiple assignments that may be hard, that may have moments that they don't understand. But just like she was chosen for the assignment, so were you. So I hope y'all got that in the end. Just like she was chosen for the assignment, so were you. And so that's why it's so important that we love on each other, because no one knows each other assignment unless you share. And some assignments are harder than others. Some assignments will bring you to your knees. Some assignments will have you on your face. But never forget, you were chosen for that assignment. You were chosen for that assignment. On tonight, if you're around somebody, if you're in a room with somebody, heck, you can type it in the chat box to remind somebody. But let them know you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. I'm telling you, everybody that's watching, you are enough. You are enough. The other thing is, you are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are strong. I don't care how weak you may feel on tonight. You begin to speak that thing out of your mouth, that you are strong. You are a strong individual. You are strong. You're stronger than you think you are, as a matter of fact, because the stuff that you thought was going to take you out a long time ago, and you still living and you still here, it didn't take you out. You are strong. You are strong. You are strong. And tonight, I want to remind you, you were chosen for the assignment. 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 And so, if you feel why was I chosen? Because there's purpose behind it. I did a podcast a while back, and it was about purpose. I was chosen for a purpose, with purpose, on purpose. And so you have to understand that everything that we go through, everything that we endure, there is a purpose behind it. Now, don't get me wrong. Some things we go through are from the actions, are from the choices we've made. But if you look at it not as a loss and as a lesson, then you won't make that choice again. But guess what? You were still chosen for the assignment. Whether you said yes to it when you should have said no, but there was something that God needed to teach you, though. There was something God needed to teach you in that season of your life. And so I just wanted to come on. I wanted to encourage my sisters, possibly my brothers, but this message was strictly for the women. It is International Women's Month. And so I wanted to come on. I wanted to share that message, because I think sometimes we forget that we were chosen for this assignment. Not that we said, pick me, but because there is a calling on your life. There is some leadership skills that you have. There is some love that you must display. There is some discipline that you must put out. But all of that goes with your assignment. And again, there's many other things that do as well. But those are the three things that we talked about on tonight. And so I pray that you got something out of this message. I truly do. I truly and sincerely do, because I believe somebody on tonight needed to be reminded that you were chosen for this assignment. That you were chosen for. Thank you, Vet, for you. Wait, Vet, you keep dropping that read. 31 days to read. Absolutely. If y'all haven't got my book, definitely grab my book. It's on Amazon, and you can reach out to me personally. 31 days to read. So, Vet, I appreciate the reminder. But tonight, I just wanted to come on. Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you so much. for sending that back to me. I truly appreciate it because my heart is full and it's overwhelmed with love. Um, because as I prepared for the tea party, when God gave me, let me pour into you. That's what tonight was all about. That's what the tea party is all about. It's pouring back into us as individual, as us as women, us as sisters. Just overall allowing God to pour back into your cup. And so as we leave out of the first quarter of 2024, the tea party will take place on April 13th. It's so funny because I can see 13, the number 13 right here, right now. But grab your tickets. It's y'all know if y'all came last year, it's definitely a lot of surprises and treats. I don't share a lot. If people want to know who's going to be there, who's going to do this, I do not share that because God gave me an assignment a few maybe like a year or so ago, a few months ago. If people want to attend, they're going to attend whether they see who on the flyer or not. And then when they always reach out and say, I didn't know XYZ was going to be there. No, because you shouldn't want to come because they're there. You should want to come because God says that you need to be there. And so come share with me, share with the ladies that will be in the building on April 13th. Grab your tickets. I promise you, it is going to be an encounterment and an experience that God will have done. But yeah, I don't share a lot of the back end of who's going. I did drop Minister Natasha Lewis will be in the building. She is the gospel artist. She takes us the glory every time she opens up her mouth. And so that is one person that I will share will be there. But we always have a great time. If you're ready for your cup to be poured into, come and join me April 13th at 5. It's a night edition. It's a tea party, but it's a night edition. And I promise you, I believe I can say I promise you you're going to enjoy because I go before God and I ask him to make sure he show up and he shows out on your behalf, not on mine. And so if you've come, I ask God to pour into you on that evening. And so tonight message was strictly about reminding Melissa and Sarita and Ashley and Vet and Denise and every angel and every Katrina and every person that is watching, have watched, will come back and watch. I'm kind of going side to side, so I'm trying to see as many names as I can. But of course, it don't show up like that all the time. But tonight's message is to remind you, to remind me that we were chosen for this assignment. We were chosen for this assignment. So when you get weary and doing well, when you feel like life is lifing, when you feel like all hell is breaking loose, when you feel like your back is up against the wall, when you feel like you have no more to give, remember you were chosen for the assignment. And so God will make sure he sends somebody to you to remind you that you were chosen, that you were fearfully and wonderfully made, that he created you for such a time as this, that he created you for the assignment. I love you. I love you. I truly do. I love each and every one of y'all for coming on, for chiming in. I know it's a little bit later than what we normally do, but I had to be obedient. I could not lay down without giving this word on tonight. And so I pray y'all have an amazing day. I pray that God begins to give you the strength to say no. I do. I pray that he gives you the strength to say no. I pray that he gives you insight. I pray that he gives you vision. I pray that he strengthens your discernment. I pray that he reminds you of why you were chosen for the assignment. I pray that when you get weak, that he will give you a new dose of strength. I pray when you're looking for a word that somebody will call you and give you what you need. I pray that he sent angels to everywhere that you're walking on, that you're standing before. I pray that he continues to cover your children and your grandchildren. I pray that he continues to open up doors that no man can close, and that he closed those doors that no man can open. I pray that you give thanks in your trials and tribulations. I pray that you do not look at them as a loss, but you look at them as a lesson. I pray that you understand that you were chosen for the assignment. That you were chosen for the assignment. The assignment is not given to the weak, but it's given to the ones who will endure it and that will finish the race, that will finish what God has called them to do, that will remind people of who the God is that they serve. Because I tell people, if he can use me, he can use any of us. And so, with that being said, have an amazing, amazing Tuesday night. I love you. 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 But understand that you were chosen for the assignment. The assignment didn't come with a manual, it didn't come with a script, it didn't come with all this book you could read, but it came with what God is telling you to do. It came with you spending time with God. It came with you reading your Bible. It came with those things. And so have an amazing night. Thank you for absolutely, absolutely, Minister Natasha. Absolutely, absolutely. I pray y'all got this. I truly, truly, I truly do. I truly do. I truly do. I truly do. Yes, Sakia. Yes, yes. Speak, Sakia. Definitely go back and check. I only could be obedient to what God said. And tonight, reminder is you were chosen for the assignment. And so I pray this message touch your heart because while I was writing it, I got teary eyed to just because I knew God was going to use me to remind, especially mothers, because this message came from Muffins for Mom event. And he said, remind them that they were chosen for the assignment. Some of you prayed for children. Some of you didn't want anything to happen. Some of you, it came from a situation that you didn't like, but you were still chosen for the assignment. And so those are your assignments. And so we have to make sure that we're doing right by the assignments God has given us, given you, given me. Remember, the assignment is them, it's your family, but it's you as well. If you're no good to you, you're not going to be any good to anybody else. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I love y'all. Have an amazing Tuesday night. Catch the replay. God is good. You were chosen for the assignment. Good night, everybody.